Alrighty, being that we're a little bit short on time in this weight class, we're in welterweight right now, going against this Nate Diaz. Kind of fitting considering that this was Tony Ferguson's last opponent. But after this, we're going to have to probably take some time and hopefully try to get a fight later on in the day in lightweight, since the bout is going to be a lightweight. So we're going to try to channel Tony Ferguson to the best of our ability. Of course, Tony Ferguson is facing Bobby Green this weekend, and I think it's going to be a very, very sad time. It's going to be a very, very sad time for a lot of us who are fans of Tony Ferguson. His last performance was not a good one. It was not a good one. And, we're going to try to channel that El Cucuy energy. Very crazy, very sporadic. There was a bit of a system to the things that he kind of did. But as time has gone on, a lot of things with fighters who are deemed unorthodox, they become unorthodox because they struggle with having a base, like a really solid base. So being unorthodox kind of throws people off when they're expecting certain types of responses for attacks. Like you'll throw stuff like this, and you're going to do 6 or 12 elbows, spinning stuff, stabbing body teeps, kicking you with his leg that tripped over a wire in April Fool's Day when you were in the fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Going for some Nairo. It's just his career has not been fair to him. I think I can say that with a lot of honesty. Very rarely does somebody who goes on a 12-fight winning streak, right? 12-fight winning streak doesn't get a shot at the undisputed title. At least at for 8, 9 fights, beating top quality opposition. And Tony is like another guy who weaponized a lot of his cardio, weaponized his famous durability, up until obviously the Justin Gaethje fight, where we saw a lot of his game was exploited. Of course, he also cut weight back-to-back in a short amount of time, so that definitely could have played a factor. But by then, the damage is kind of done, right? Tony Ferguson had beaten Kevin Lee for the interim title. There was a bit of trouble there. That fight honestly told me that, yeah, if he fights Khabib, he's definitely going to lose that bout. And then I was watching I think was it Abel Trujillo? This year? Was it Abel Trujillo that Tony Ferguson lost to? I'm trying to remember. Somebody had beaten Tony Ferguson, and they're not even like in the same league as Khabib Nurmagomedov with regards to cage wrestling, cage grappling, and MMA. This year, and they made Tony work, and I saw that fight. I think I don't think he beat him. I think that he gave him some issues, and that was the kind of telltale signs of like, oh, no, it wasn't able to. I think it was Danny Castillo. Danny Castillo was the fight. He won it by split decision. He won that bout by split decision. That's what it was, and that's where I was like, I wonder if he's gonna shore that up. And evidently, that was not the case. Whoo, jeez, trying to bring back the ghost of Tony Ferguson into EA Sports UFC is tough. It's a tough ask. And you know what's really tough too with Tony? Yeah, recall the Michael Chandler fight. He dropped Michael Chandler with a super fucking clean left hook. Like, very super clean left hook. Michael Chandler pendulum stepping the way that he always does, trying to go in and out of range. Tony, of course, times that step, and it was just a beautiful one-time shot. Like, holy shit, Tony Ferguson is getting back in order. And just when things seem to be going his way, he like resets, he does a little bit of a rhythm step, he kind of bounces. And usually when people rhythm step or they bounce, they're trying to set themselves off to commit to some form of offense. And that's something that Tony Ferguson does, and a lot of fighters on this roster still do. Well, rocked. So the roll, but that's normal. See something to do. And then fighters usually they'll bounce a little bit, and then they'll go to commit to their offense. So, freaking Michael Chandler times it. He sees Tony starts to bounce, he brings his feet together, times a nutty ass front kick up the middle, knocks out Tony Ferguson, and we saw the mental effect of that after that bout, because when he went against Nate Diaz, he was not confident. That was not a confident man at all. Not at all. At least with the Beneil Dariush and Charles Oliveira losses, like those guys are legitimately clean grapplers. Like Tony Ferguson, somebody he's a super strong submission threat when he gets people in scrambles, when he wears on you, when he gets you into these kind of crazy, gory fights, cuts you up with his elbows, etc., etc. But when the guy is forcing him to fight very clean and having to be fundamentally sound, he struggles. Showtime! Oh, fucking hell! He's trying to like Beyblade it up like against RDA. But this shit with Tony is just really tough to see, and I think Bobby Green is gonna put him out. I really think Bobby Green's gonna put him out. I don't think it's gonna go past 4 minutes, maybe 5 or so. Especially given Tony's history recently. If he wins, I will be genuinely surprised, and I'll actually be happy for the dude. Nice body kick. But it's rough. It's rough. Uh-oh. It's okay. We're good here. Joe Bry denied it. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. Got 2 rounds of work. That's 2 rounds. Got another round to go. It's not a 5-round fight. Oh my gosh, no, are you serious? Oh, fucking hell. Go for something. Go for something. Obviously, get up. Alright, this is more along the fights that we may have expected from Tony and Nate. Not whatever he was. He was getting pieced up by Nate. Nate does have better, cleaner boxing fundamentals than Tony Ferguson, but that was kind of the most of his strength. Tony Ferguson in his quote-unquote prime heyday, aside from all the spinning strikes and everything else, like he would use a lot of body teeps, like his push kicks, everything else. Throws a lot of kicks up the middle to discourage people from shooting on him. Lots of knees, elbows. When he gets in the clinch, it's a lot of side up, like he'll work his elbows from a side, from an awkward angle. Switches his stance a lot to cover ground and footwork, although he would always, kind of split his feet, cross his feet. Oof. And those little habits cost him, which is, in boxing-wise, when you're already not confident because you got brutally KO'd before, and you're going against somebody whose durability is going to be a little bit higher, hasn't really been like finished the way that you have gotten finished, and you're out here spinning and turning your back to somebody. And of course, the finish, the guillotine submission. It was a great send-off for Nate Diaz, not so great for Tony Ferguson. In their heyday at lightweight, Tony wins that. He wins that belt. But it was a big credit to Nate. Guillotines. But of course, he body hooks me. Tony. We cannot fumble this. We cannot fumble this. We gotta go crazy. Oh, you could have got that. You should have followed through with that fake. We gotta work some jiu-jitsu. Jailbreak. Pass. I think there was like a bout with Vince. The bout against Rafael dos Anjos. I think out of all the wins in all the wins in Tony Ferguson's win streak, I think oh, you fool! Oh, never mind. Didn't win that contextual transition battle. Okay. Let's get you back down. Let's get you back down. We're gonna take you to Snap Down City. But the RDA win was kind of weird for me because RDA was, well, kind of showing those fundamental errors from Tony Ferguson, like kind of exposing him really bad. And then Tony Ferguson got a really crazy eye poke on RDA in the second, I think it was in the second round or something, and it completely changed the trajectory of the fight. Like it was fingers deep in the fucking eye, like deep. And eye pokes will do plenty to affect fighters. Yeah, first last round. But that bout was like, he beat RDA for 5 rounds. But I couldn't help but realize that, you know, it just kind of sucked to see like that happen, because it kind of puts a little bit of a damper on that win for me personally speaking. His pace, Tony's pace, everything that he's known for as the age has gone on. He does not have the same weapons that he usually has being Cucuy. Oh! Oh! And we keep fucking swinging. All right. Last second knockdown in the third. Let's see who gets this. Oh my gosh, that looks just like the real fight. Turning away while Nate's swinging punches. Body kick. Interesting highlight choice.
And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy.
Body kick, a sidestep into that like an idiot.
And that showed tonight.
Okay. Who won this?
His opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3
Who
rounds,
won
we go to the
this?
judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 9-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Tony.
We got it. We got it. All right, we'll be back in about 2 hours. Alrighty, another bout that was I'm glad this bout is about. I'm glad that didn't happen. We're here in lightweight, obviously. With Dustin, and Dustin, oh my God, Dustin Poirier. He is a fucking hassle to deal with on UFC 4, an absolute demon to deal with. I talk about it all the time. This is gonna be 5 rounds. Okay. I talk about this shit all the time with Dustin, where this is more of a community thing, of course, where people don't use guys until they become really good. And a lot of those players tend to be the same people that talk about, oh, why isn't so-and-so added? No matter, why do you care? You use the same people. You use whoever's good in the division. You don't care if any new fighters are added. But Dustin, you guys are seeing me on Operation Sports to talk about with Dustin Poirier, and obviously he's main eventing this weekend. Like, I used to use this motherfucker when he was legit P-head, when that motherfucker was not salon quality barbershop Dustin Poirier. So now I see all these motherfuckers using Dustin, acting like they was real ones. What the fuck? Y'all not dead ass. Are you dead ass? Bro. EA Sports. Oh, bro. You're not fucking serious. Well, I mean, there's a 50-50 chance this is going to work heading into the second. If not, we'll just have to quit out and then move on to another fight. But I'll also take this time to talk about Tony and Dustin and how that would have been a horrendous matchup for Ferguson. Like, he's just, Bruce Buffer is even confused with what the fuck's going on. That one guy's clapping off in the corner. Like, yeah, back yourselves up into the cage. Yeah, I like that shit. Do that. Yeah, I like that shit. Bruce is like, what the hell are these motherfuckers doing? That one dude next to Bruce is super excited. One dude's like, yeah, write that down. Write that down. Dustin's like, I can't let you get close. I can't allow it. I will never allow this. You cannot have my hot sauce, Tony Ferguson. Like, this dude's just... This is an annoying ass bug. This is wow. Under a minute now. Let's see, yeah, Dustin, I think this would have beat the shit. I think he would have beat the shit out of Tony Ferguson significantly worse than Justin Gaethje did. I think that's pretty much clear. And I don't think, you know, Tony Ferguson, if he has title aspirations, it's very, very out there. He's not going to change his ways. He's not going to change the way he fights. He's going to rely on what got him here, but he does not have that adaptability that a lot of other great fighters have in terms of changing how they fight. So, no, I think like if he were to fight against Dustin Poirier, I think the same fate's gonna befall him against Bobby Green. And okay, I guess, see, because we got the reversal. So like we got the reversal. I inputted that reversal, and the game just stood us up. Wow, what? Hey, bro.
If he's gonna stand there.
I don't. What do I say to that? I guess I say, phew. I guess game didn't freeze. Yeah, that's definitely an E one.
Here we go with our second 5 minutes now, round 2.
No more bugs like that, please.
Ferguson versus Dustin.
But yeah, Tony was essentially had kind of like that boogeyman effect over the lightweight division. Very much so, boogeyman effect, where people are like, oh yeah, brother, you should have not engaged in my guard. Each guard sweep. Should have not gone in my guard, brother. And that boogeyman effect, it just had a hold on a lot of people. In that division. And now it's just kind of to see him. Like, what are your thoughts? Y'all really think he can pull off this win? He's on a five fight losing streak. And the sucky part about it, outside of the Nate Diaz loss, all of his losses prior to the Nate Diaz loss were against top 5 competition. So you're in this like sphere where you're like, damn, I'm losing, but I'm losing to the guys who are like the best guys in the division, right? Like he loses to Charles Oliveira by decision, loses to Benil Dariush by decision, doesn't tap to either one of them. Chandler, he wins the first round and then gets KO'd. The Gaethje fight was really the fight though where he didn't have much of anything. And he got punished so bad on his entries, punished so bad on his exits. I could easily see Bobby Green like replicating like a similar result, probably could get like a finish. It's tough, bro. And for all the fans of Tony, it's just gonna be a rough one. Fake. Alright, we're gonna pass. I think one fight though that doesn't get spoken of as much as it should. I believe it was the Lando Venata fight. This guy got some rubber guard. The Lando Venata fight, where he fought Lando Venata on short notice, got dropped by Lando, ends up winning by Darce choke. It was like fight of the night. This was way back, like it was like 2016. And you know that fight was like, yo, this guy fights like this against anybody in top 5, he's gonna get fucking finished. But it was like the tough. I think after that fight he beats RDA. And again, I didn't feel like he should beat RDA there. I thought RDA was up until that eye poke. RDA was kind of putting it on Tony. He was definitely putting it on Tony. And that was RDA's comeback fight. I'm gonna jump this Gilly. His comeback fight after the Eddie Alvarez loss. We're not gonna get this. Don't be silly. Jump the Gilly. Here's a tough stretch. Good second round so far. Nope. Tony also has a twister, but maybe I could go for it. You can get away with the twisters in this game because so many people are so used to that back sitting position being so god-awfully slow that they'll ignore it and wait too much later to the night, or they'll be like, eh. They won't even expect for you to even go for it. You feel me? Like they'll see you do it and they're like, ain't no way this guy's actually going for this. Cause it's so easy to deny. But you know, we got our knockdown. Spinning elbow fashion. I really want EA Sports UFC 5 to change that animation. I really hope they do. I hate that animation. A lot of things I dislike. That's one of them. I just would like a different animations, body mechanically speaking. For the forward moving one, planted one, the speed of it, how the legs are planted, all that stuff. So, yeah, I don't wait a while for this. I got a good amount of Kevin Holland stuff too, prior to getting my first fight against this Nate Diaz with Tony, which you guys will definitely see by the time you guys are watching this. But I just like remember like last second I was talking to Marshall and he's talking about like showcasing Chiesa. And I'm like, oh yeah, Chiesa's fine, so let me get Kevin Holland. Yeah, I check the rest of the car. I'm like, right, Tony's fight. So it was very, very fortunate to get that Nate fight out the way. And I remember, I'm like, yeah, he's fighting in lightweight, so we should probably get the fight in lightweight. Waited our time, and now we're here. Of course, Bobby Green, you know, I think it was a bit of a controversy kind of with his last fight against Jared Gordon. It was clearly a headbutt. He clearly headbutted. Homeboy clearly headbutted him. Sucks because he looked like he might have been on his way to win. And costing him that, so you know that Bobby Green's gonna be coming with something to prove. But Bobby Green, fucking hell, he's probably gonna do that to Tony. So the drop. Oh, ho, ho, you thought you were gonna take me down? No, we can scramble. You can scramble, my boy. He can definitely scramble. It is unorthodox. Inflatable tube-man wild spinning style.
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3.
There we go.
Oh, DC, would you look at this? The Imanari roll out of nowhere. And now right into
I don't think Tony Ferguson was, I know before Ryan Hall was doing it, Tony Ferguson was probably one of the first few guys to like literally legit shoot for Imanari rolls in MMA. If there's somebody else that did it before him, please correct me. But I always found that shit hilarious. And there was this dude I used to fight on UFC 3. His account was like Jaiji. And this motherfucker had some issues. Like he had some deep issues. Like he would talk to me in all caps, and not just me, other players too. And he would choose Tony Ferguson. I shit you not. He would choose Tony Ferguson. He would Imanari roll, and he'd just look at you. He'd be so confused because like you get on the ground, right? And like you find like, well, he's not even that good on the ground. Like he'd be decent with denials, maybe, but he'd just do that shit. So then, of course, you want to strike, and you want to strike. All right, let me try to get my damage on this way. When we try to kick his legs or whatever. But the dude will literally stand up. Oh my shit! Hold on, I was talking way too much. Oh my gosh! Ay ay ay! No! Fucking hell.
He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes
yeah, well, that's what momentum in his favor for sure. Fucking hell. I was gonna say, like, this dude would literally, especially if I was streaming, he would like just go with Tony Ferguson. Yeah, and it would be 5 rounds of the motherfucker just Imanari roll. The ref will stand him up and he'd just Imanari roll, and he would actually try to get leg damage off. If he tried to enter his fucking guard, he would try to get leg damage off right by you. It was so annoying. And every time I use Tony Ferguson, I always remember that. Like, this motherfucker used to use Tony and Imanari roll just to piss me the fuck off. Already in round 4. It's always annoying that way. And I remember when Tony had lost to Beneil Dariush, it was Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush. That was kind of like a call for those guys to get buffed, right? Like, oh my gosh, Jesus! So, we gotta roll. Jeez, man, I'm trying to paint a nice picture, explain a few things, and this guy just wants to beat his fucking Louisiana hammer fist hot sauce hands in my damn dome piece. Hey. But I'll say that with Tony, it was just, he got nerfed, I believe, off of his bottom game. Some stuff with his top game too. Oh shit, good to know. And so he's still like, of course, people think the star system is everything, and obviously it's not. I've explained it multiple times across his channel, but you know, he's not even remotely close to the same how he was at launch. Definitely not as who he was back in UFC 3. I mean, UFC 3 he was alright. He was alright. Definitely cheeky to use, but not like the greatest. But UFC 4 Tony was, woo, good. Damn, bro. Fucking waiting for this weight class made me tired. You gotta keep attacking with subs. He's gonna get up, you motherfucker. But it's tough. It's tough. Welterweight, he's a 4-star. And his welterweight variant is a 4-star. I think it's just slightly less in the health stat department. It's just a little bit less of everything else. But at lightweight, it was kind of tough because, like, well, you see the technique the guys are using to beat him, like they're high-level guys. It wasn't like he was getting beat by scrubs. And when he got submitted by Nate, you know, Nate's, as much as we can, you know, to call Nate a punching bag, he is a solid fighter. He is a solid fucking fighter. He's more accomplished than a lot of people in this community, grappling-wise. So if all all points of respect and purpose, you know, with all due respect, like he's actually a solid grappler. Obviously suffers against the wrestling archetype that try to use the kind of like that Russian jitsu, and these guys gonna get up. But he's also a quality guy too. Like just him beating Ferguson really is the ruined my damn day. The fight we never even got to see was Tony versus O'Connor, and I'm talking about like a Tony with his durability, like his legendary durability, and everything else behind it. I still would say like the first 2 rounds would be the most dangerous rounds for Tony, and I would honestly see like that bout between those 2 guys. If they had fought for the first time, it would have gone very similar to the Nate Diaz versus Conor bout the first time, right, where Conor would kind of almost punch himself out trying to get him out of there. If you were to try and follow up in the guard, I would definitely see Tony doing a fantastic job of keeping him there and not letting him open up his guard and blooding him up with elbows, something that Tony does extremely well. We're gonna fight for our lives. We're actually like high-key fighting for our lives here. Trying to channel this Tony Ferguson spirit has been it's fun so far, but we kind of don't feel like losing. You know what I'm saying? I kind of don't feel like losing. Yeah, just saying. Don't want to lose. All right, let's actually set up and focus up. Let's go, touch him up. I've been sitting back and chilling for a little bit too long now. No. Oh my shit, no! I fumbled. Oh my gosh. My brother in Christ. No, we need to keep him here. We need to keep him here. I don't even know what the fuck the score. I know I dropped this guy a couple of times. Is it 2-2? Let's go for it. Ah, shit. We're in a situation. We got something. I don't know if we're 2-2 right now until it's 5th. I'm assuming we are. We're not gonna get the sub, but this is gonna do a good amount of body damage. And for those of you who don't know, yes, the twister does body damage. It actually does do a good amount of damage. I do miss the days of the arm triangle doing head damage, but long gone are those days. We're gonna get this twister. Where we're gonna end up? Side control. He's gonna get up. Fuck!
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less controlled because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore.
Go. We need a knockdown back. I mean, we need a knockdown or something. Just takedown. There we go. Gotta be ready to deny sprawl. Of course, she stops that. Let's go for this. Damn, we're on low on time here. It's just, hopefully we continue to be real aggressive here. Kind of help sway things in our favor. I'm gonna build on that.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Get your filthy hands off my leg! He's gonna get up, motherfucker.
Nicely done. Blocks the strike. Oh, beautiful takedown.
Here we go.
The stat guy's busy tonight. I mean, over and over, Ferguson's trying to lock up on a submission now.
I'm trying to see if I can just edge this out with some of these submission attempts. We got the knockdown, but we got a good amount of rocks, so if we can edge this a little bit in our favor, we can try to steal it. But cancel. For fuck's sake!
And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the
Oh, bro, you just gave us that. Oh my God, he sidestepped. He did not need to press there. Oh, just skipped it. Fuck up those legs. Who got it? We got it! Oh my God, we stole it with that knockdown at the end. Well, If that wasn't the most Tony Ferguson-esque fight that you guys will see, I don't know what would be. Good luck to him. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here.